Welcome back, everybody, to Main Sequence. This is a game about building spaceships and space stations, automation, and factory work. And there's a demo on Steam right now. You can check it out. Link will be in the description. Let's get to it. We're going to call this Brass Ops. We're going to randomize the seat a little bit. The only thing we can play is the game mode. There is a peaceful mode. I'm not going to worry about that. We will go ahead and keep the tutorial on. It does give you a little bit of missions and idea what you're expecting to do. So let's create the world. And we are in the mothership with Captain Grant. It says report to the control room. F is your go-to button to do things. WASD, obviously, mouse looks around. Here's the control room. Let's go talk to the captain. Arriving at the drop site shortly. Protocol requires we go over the mission brief. Your mission is to prepare the solar system for human colonization. You betcha. I'm good at that. Super qualified. We need to get the slipstream drive to do interstellar travel. Jump from system to system. We will work on that, and then we have to get other technologies, obviously, of course, because they will not let you start out with everything. I'd like to speak to the guy who wrote that budget. You bet. Let's go. Thank you, Captain. See you later. And there's our spaceship. Let's get down there. Your missions are in the upper left, and your technology will be up there as well once we get to that. Let's go down to the first deck. Ooh. That silver stuff, or that gold stuff up there, is actually nickel. There's nickel, titanium, silicon, ice for making power. This is our ship. Now inside our ship, to the right's your cockpit. This is our crafting station, basically. I have a refinery, which makes your base materials, your assembler, which takes those base materials, turns them into usable parts, ship's inventory, and my inventory. In the back of the ship is the engine room. We're going to go up here to the cockpit, and we're going to say, yep, I know how to fly. I'm a pro. Hold F to undock. All right, they are departing now for their next deployment. So you're on your own. Sayonara. Hasta mañana. Go on, get. Whee! And they're gone. Okay, so getting started. Mission. Scan for resources. Hold V. What I like to do when I first get started is scan for ice. And you can scan for silica, titanium, nickel, or water ice. Hold V down. Release V on what you want to scan for. And we have an ice asteroid just up ahead. I'm going to go grab that. W, hit it once, and you just kind of tap it to see what level you want your speed to be at. S to slow down. Now I'm getting ice because I need to start making power. I do want to have plenty of power on hand, not only for my ship, but for the station when we get to building it. So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to slow back down. Left mouse button shoots it. Or hold down right mouse button for your tractor beam. And in the lower left corner tells you how much you just collected. So I got 64 ice. Now if I hit X and get up from the ship, I can go back in here to our crafting station. Here is the ice we collected, and I can say shift click to just make all of that. It'll make stacks of 100 if you shift click, or you can do control click does 5, or just one click does 1. All right, we're making power. We need to take a look at the map. So this is all the asteroids in our little asteroid field that we're in, and as you're zoomed in, it will show you all of them. But if you zoom out, it'll just show you the big ones. So these gold looking ones are actual mineable resources. So that one has nickel at 50,000 units. Nickel. So what I need to do is go around and find somewhere that has at least 2 resources close by. Hopefully all 4. That'd be fantastic. Probably not the base of reality, but your ship, your automation mining from your station is within a 1 kilometer radius. So you want to park somewhere where you can get the most out of that 1 kilometer. So I'm going to find something around the map. Oh, and as you zoom out, here's your solar system. You'll need those jump drives to get around the solar system, and zoom out more, and you have a galaxy map. So there will be a lot to do over a long period of time. I'm going to find a place to create a station, and then we'll do some mining along the way, and we'll go over a few more things. All right, I've been looking around for a minute, and I think my best bet right now is right down here. There's titanium and water. You need the water ice for power and titanium for everything, and then right up here some more titanium and some water. A lot of titanium and water right there, and then we'll have to, I guess, spread out and find nickel. We'll have to build a second base at some other point, but I think right now what I'm going to do, because I do want power, I need lots of it, we're going to head there. So you right click it, marks it up there, exit the map, and now you should have a marker on your screen. There it is. We're going to head this direction. Power up, off we go. And on the way there, I'm going to scan for some minerals, and we're going to harvest, because we're going to need some stuff built in order to get a station up and running before we even get there. So let's do that. Boom! All right, got 40 titanium. Let's get some more titanium. There we go. Oh, we have a red alert. We are under attack. Well, let me grab all this stuff, and now we have to go fight for our lives. Woo! All right. Q and E is your strafe. And those guys look like the Cylon fighter ships from Battlestar Galactica. Boo! And now those guys, when they blow up, do drop relics, and you're gonna need that for advanced science later on. So once you're close enough, just tractor beam that guy right in. And I was looking at a nickel asteroid, and oh, there it is. I need that asteroid too. Cool. I need 2 more nickel to get onto the next mission. So let's go back down here. And we find a nickel right Ricky tick. 5 kilometers. We'll just grab this one. All right. We have got all the materials that we need. It now wants us to craft titanium plates, hull plates, and lightweight frames. Those are the building blocks of our new civilization. So we're going to crank out some titanium plates, some nickel plates. And if you'll notice, I have 22 hydrogen fuel in the ship's inventory, right? So I'll show you something right quick before we get on. Go back here to the reactor, and it has 24 fuel in the reactor. Now we're burning fuel because we're producing stuff. If you click this button, auto insert, it'll take the stuff out of the ship's inventory and dump it into your reactor. Pretty cool stuff. Good to know and keep in mind for future reference. So while this stuff is being produced, we're gonna get the move on and just collect up some more resources along the way. Grab some more nickel since we're here. And we'll start making movement out towards our starting base location. So keyboard commands, obviously, mouse. Q and E is your strafe. A and D is your rotate. And the thing about this game is you need to do this ship mining in the beginning just to get started, but once you set automation up, when I was playing in my other game, I didn't even fly my ship anymore. You go around from station to station to build them up and get them all set and ready to go for automation, but once they're up and running, you build additional ships later and then set the autopilots on those to deliver all the goods to wherever you need them to go. So it's actually pretty cool. And we'll get to that. Probably not in this episode, but we'll get our starter base set up and some automation going. And you can get up from your ship while you're flying. Come over here and be like, oh, I just need to make some hull plates. Get those cooking. Get back in your ship. Make sure you don't get jumped by any of those bad guys. I do think I see one up at the top of the screen. He's behind the pylon. Yeah. Nope, that's an asteroid. They do show up on the map if you look. These red ones, that's where you get your relics so that you can fly around and find these guys. And there's a pocket of them right there. And like I said, you'll need that stuff for advanced research and technology and things like that. But for right now, we're doing fine. Now also keep in mind, the station can only mine within 1 kilometer of it. At least the level 1 drones that I was playing with earlier. So what I like to do is go in here and I have my asteroid. I think it was this one I have marked. I want to mark this one too. And I'm going to mark this one and this one. And if I can get within all 4 of these, within 1 kilometer of each, there's 2 over here. That's 1.3. I don't think it's going to work. Not in this case anyway, because I got to go farther this way. So I'll have a base for both of these asteroids and all the small surrounding. Oh, look right there. There's bad guys. 2 of them. They're probably going to engage me as soon as I get up here. So I'm going to slow down a little bit. Check these other ones. I think they're even farther away. 1.3 and 2. Yeah, so we won't be able to mine all 4 of those. That's fine. Our beginning base will have titanium and ice, which will give us power and construction. And that's all I need. I'm going to unmark these other ones. I'm going to get rid of you and you. So I just have these 2. And now, I don't have the stuff to build the starter base right away. I still need lightweight frames. I'll run back and get those cooking. So while those are cooking, we'll go deal with these ships over here. Gotcha! Oh, where you going, Cylon? Gotcha. Alrighty. I'll head back over here and build a base. And one thing, your drones will mine these little asteroids as well. But you do want to park next to these big ones that have like 50,000 plus inside of them. Because that will set you up for success. So we're going to build, and I do have everything I need. Let's park it. And we're going to scoot up in here and dock. There we go. We are now docked, and we have our first station. I'm going to grab... What do I need? I need hull plates. I need some of these. We're going to put those down here because they don't need to be in the ship. Definitely going to need more titanium plates. So we'll get all those cooking. Alright, let's get over here and get some power to this thing. This is your docking station. Now this controls all the stuff that's in your ship. If you want to offload it onto your station, you'll have these conveyor outputs right here. So you hook conveyors up, put it into storage or machines or whatever the hell you want to do. But for right now, what we need to do is build a... I need magnetic coils just to get power. So let's go do some of that. We can build that, and we're going to need some more fuel. Alright, grab some of this stuff, and let's go build a reactor. Plop this little fella right down in here. Now this guy is going to move later. I'm not too worried about it. I do need to grab some fuel out of my ship. And we'll put half that back in there. Right click a stack, takes half of it. So I'll go over here, hit F, and shift click dumps the entire stack into whatever other receiving area there is. So we have iron and titanium and nickel on board the ship. If we build a refinery, I'm gonna stick it over here in the corner. We can take, I don't have any in my inventory because I'm not that smart. And go in here and I can grab a stack of the titanium, bring it over here. Now we're on station power. Make it titanium plates, put the resource in, and now we're cranking out titanium plates. So I'm gonna have to build a couple of those. I need more lightweight frames, which I can make in the ship. So your ship is like your beginning, I need the basics down, and once your station's up and running, you don't have to worry about your ship anymore, really. It will take care of itself eventually. Alright, let's go build another refinery. And we're going to make nickel plates out of here. And once again, I'm an idiot. And now we're getting work done. All right. Middle mouse button, or B, to build menu. So, yeah, I've already done that. Place the machines on the factory floor of the station. I need to build a science lab, so I need capacitors. I can do that. So, control click, queues up 5. Actually, we'll just make 10, because we're going to need a few more of those. Okay. I got my materials. Let's go build the... What do they want me to build? Science lab? There we go, with the science lab. We'll slap it right there. Now this guy, T is for your technology tree, which is cool. Let's go there. And what we're going to want to get first, if you look, you have all your crafting stuff. So this is all your dealing with your minerals that you mine. Your production, your power generation, ship modules, weapons, all those stuff you're going to need. For right now, we want to get production up and running. So we want logistics. Logistics costs 10 material science. Now this science lab here produces material science. So it needs hull plates at 1 point per science, or produces 1 point of science per hull plate, or 3 points per servo motor. So I need to build, well, what I need is a assembler. I can stick it right there. And I can set this guy to make hull plates. And hull plates cost 3 titanium plates each. So, we're going to go here, and that is the nickel. I need to switch that one with this one. And that's fine. I'll just do titanium there. I'm going to take that, drop that in there, and get him going. Take that, make you nickel plates, and throw some nickel in there and get that going. And now, when I get logistics research in the upper left corner, you see that it's at 0%. But it will provide me with conveyor belts, underground conveyor belts, and splitters. Dumb splitters are not smart. You can't filter out your stuff that you need logistics 2 technology. But once I get a conveyor belt, I'll connect this to this, and it will produce what I need. And actually, I can just stick a stack of plates in there now and start making it. So that's going to get me 1/3 of 50, roughly like 15 or 16 hull plates. And now eventually I'm going to be able to connect the conveyor belt here into the production and offload it from the ship. Ideally into storage first and then into production. So we're working on that. Tab brings up your player status and missions. We're going to go ahead and accept the automation one because that is what I am currently doing. And now you see I have a mission for researching logistics. Now, if you just heard that noise in the background, that means the power went out. Because I am wolfing down the power highly mighty. So we're about to make some more power right here. More fuel. Let's go see what we have in the ship still. Yeah, I'll just wait. Well, I'm going to take half that. If this button is on, it's going to take fuel out of your ship inventory and put it into your reactor. If you turn it off, it won't do that. So I'm going to leave that on because this is my primary fabricator right now. Go back over here and feed this thing. And now eventually, when we get there, probably this episode, we're going to have the ice mining going out, the drones going out ice mining, coming back in, refining all the ice into power, and then automatically dumping that into the reactor so I don't have to keep doing all this manually. That's the entire point anyway. So let's get some hull plates out of here and go stick it in the science tree. 32 hull plates should get us some science technology. There we go. We are now researching conveyor belts. Huzzah! Okay, I got a lot of production to just make. Steel plates, copper plates, other plates, whatever. I'm going to build up a little bit of supplies, and then I'll bring you back as soon as I got a clue on what I'm going to do next. Logistics unlocked. Heck yeah. So now, I have logistics tab, and I can build conveyor belts and splitters. We're going to do this right like a so. Boom, and there we go. We have plates coming off the line into there, and we are making more hull plates. And you can snack these right off the... snack them. You can snag them right off the conveyor belt if you want to. I'm going to add those back in there because I don't need them. I'm going to steal those. Actually, oh, because I used up all my plates. Take those. Come over here. I want to take those. And then I can connect the conveyor over here. And now it's feeding the science machine. Heck yeah. That sucker will just start filling up. So our research is complete. We now have to research mining drones. So we'll go to the next one on the list. We'll research mining drones. Add that to the queue. And after that is done, I'm already going to go ahead and get silica refining done. I'm going to add it to the queue so it'll queue up next. And you got the little orange bar that goes around, tells you how far it's going, how close it is to getting done. Let's go. Actually, let's connect this into there. Now you'll notice nothing's coming out, and that is because we go over here and we configure our dock. Now the left side, to the left side, we're going to feed that titanium ore, and it's set to unload. So now the titanium ore off the ship is unloading into that refiner, which is going into here to make hull plates, which is going into here to make science. And now all we gotta do is, because I don't have enough titanium plates. Alright, let's go steal some more of those, which we don't have. Gimme. Gimme. That enough? 5? No, that's not gonna be enough. One short. Story of my life. There we go. Okay, now that one is set up. We can go over here and we can set it to nickel. And now we're producing nickel. So we just gotta come over here, empty that out. And this is like the stopgap till we can get the other stuff built for the actual mining operation. So we can go here. We're still producing fuel. This stuff's all being unloaded on the conveyor. I'm going to take those because we need to go build. We need to get power up and running first. So let's do that. So we come over here to, this is the control center. Control center. Or the station designer, whatever. And now we have functional blocks, which are a dock and command module. This is the dock, this is the command module. And then our basics, which is the station blocks. So we're going to go right there and apply changes. So now if we come out here and go to the right, we have a whole nother section that we can build in. Now, as soon as we get the mining drone technology, we'll be able to do some more with it. So until then, I'm going to go run out and get some more resources from the ship. All right. Drone mining is complete. Now, one cool thing I want to show you as we head back to our base. You push tab and go to the autopilot feature here, configure it. You can add a destination, your starter station, your dock, and then just click on. And now you're hands-free. You can actually get up and walk around your ship, and you're just going to go over there and dock at your station. We are doing good on fuel. Let's get some more production going. Alright, we are docking with the station. Now when we dock, we should start unloading. And it's working. Like a charm. Sweet, so that's up and running again. Do we have plenty? We have plenty. I'm going to go ahead and take half of those. Because we're going to need to build a bunch more stuff. This station's going to get big quick. We're actually going to have to build a second station later. Okay, make some more power. And then what do I need to do? I have 16. I don't think it's going to be enough. Alright, let's go see if we can get our first drone mining bay up and running. Put it right over there. We're going to move our power production over there. Let's go here. And I want to put a drone mining bay right on the end. Boop. I have the stuff to build it. Apply changes. And while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and slap another one of those on. No, we'll do that one. Do I have enough for a second? I need 4 more frames. Okay. Well, I'm making frames in the ship. Let's go grab those and we'll get the second bay up and running. Just there we go. All right, run back here and we'll get our second bay up and running. Have them both going at the same time. Now we can apply that change. Now we have 2 drone bays. Let's go get it set up. So this fella here is our first one. He's going to be our power. So we need to get ice. Turn him on. And these little... Oh, I didn't show you the drones. I'll show you the drones in the next one. Let's go over here. Our second bay. There's little drones in here. You can pet them. That's your thing. We're going to set this guy up for titanium. Go fetch. Now this has an inventory, but we're going to change all that in a little bit. It will be dumping out. Sounds like it's collapsing. Okay, so I need to get more titanium plates so that I can build anything. Let's do that. So this is going to be our power bay. So for the starters, I'm going to put a storage there, a refining unit over here. Going to connect these with conveyors. Go. Research is complete. All right, let's go on to the next one. Servo motors. Yep, and then we'll do basic circuits. Okay, oh, we need to set this up to create fuel, which he is now doing. Check it out. And for right now, just because I don't have the second storage set up to do anything, we're going to have both conveyors feeding that thing. So for a short moment in time... Oh, look at that. The power's going out. Pew. If you hit X, you can now delete things. I'm going to delete that fella. And I'm going to put him back. You get all your resources back when you delete a machine, which is nice. So you can just pick them up and move them. I'm going to go there and there and then there. And all that power is coming out of here. Your conveyors do work when the power's out, but your machines do not. And now we have our first production chain up and running. Storage for the ice that goes in here gets turned into fuel, which comes out here and feeds the reactor. Now we just need to do the same thing over here. Put in a storage unit. Going to have a production unit over here. We're going to put in some conveyors. We are going to make titanium plates. I want titanium plates right there. Well, I'm a conveyor. Duh. All right, so he's going to make titanium plates. And then I'm going to have... I need more titanium plates, obviously, to create the storage that those things are going to go into. But we are getting our second production chain set up. And there goes our drones. Oh, one thing I can do now that I have that location marked, I don't need the markers on the asteroids anymore. Alright, so let's go in here. Let's grab some of our plates that we need. Build a new storage. Connect it. And now we're going to have titanium plate storage. Works for me. The power's the important one. So what we got going on now is we need to build another bay. Well, actually, so the only thing around this base that we have... Oh, I'll show you how to determine how much resources are around your base. Come back over here to the drone bay. And then over here is your mineable resources. So we have 60,000 ice, 50,000 titanium. We don't have any silica or any nickel. So there's no point in building mining drone bays for those. We could add more mining drone bays for titanium and ice. But for now, we just need to go build a second base. And servo motors are unlocked. Now we're producing basic circuits. So in order to build a second base, I need to first have all the items I need in stock. I do have a lot of silica here. Don't really need it at the moment. So let's do this. I need to build Oh, shoot. I don't need all those. I want like 10 of those, 10 of those. I forget how much a starter base cost. Go into your cockpit, hit B, starter station. 20 hull plates, 10 lightweight frames. Hull plates, 10 lightweight frames. And you know what? We're just going to do all the lightweight frames because I can get the hull plates out of our storage on the station. Yeah, just give me all of those. There we go. So I do have enough to go build a second station now, and I need to find a place that I can produce nickel and silica, right? So let's go back to our map. We have titanium, water, nickel, 50,000, and silica. Right there. Let's just mark both of those. That's not too far away either, man. That's really close. Hold F to undock. Let's get out of here and let's go find our new base. Now we're going to set up a base over here, and then we're going to have to build a ship, set the autopilot for it to come over here, collect the resources from this base, take it back over into our other main base, and have our production facility set up there. We'll get all that done here shortly. All right, we're going to set up shop right in between these two asteroids. Starter base, done. Let's go up and dock. I did do a little bit of mining while en route, so I got some more resources. I'm producing some plates. I'm gonna need all the titanium needs to get done because there's not a lot of titanium at this base. It's gonna be nickel and silica primarily, so I'm gonna have to set up trade routes to deliver fuel to keep it running. I shouldn't need to deliver any titanium because it's not required for maintenance, but this place I'm gonna have to get set up. I have, let's see here, I do not have enough hull plates or those. I'm gonna have to get those up and running. Okay, our basic circuits are complete. Next up on the technology list, we're gonna need a shipyard, like soon. That'll allow us to upgrade our ship and build new ships, which, as I said earlier, we will need to get those trade routes set up. All right, we got some basic materials. We're going to go in here and we're going to set up a new mining operation. Edit station design. Slap this guy on the side here. We're going to put the mining drone bay on the side of that. Hello. Please stick. Stick. Thank you. I'm short 5 hull plates. Well, no problem. We're building them. All right, we got our 5 hull plates. Let's go back here and get our first station set up. Mining operation anyway. We will get apply changes. There we go. Now, we still need power. And we're going to be unloading power from the dock. So it's going to go right there. Over here, though... Oh, I need to get actual power to it so we can actually start mining. What do we have? We have nickel and silica. We're going to do nickel first because that is definitely more important for our production chains. Let's check what we got going on here. We're going to need 10 of those back in the queue. Yeah, cool. All right, let's feed this beast. Get over here and start mining some nickel. Go get them. So what do we got over here? We got 58,000 nickel, 35,000 silica. We do have a little bit of water and titanium. We could build a bay and just have some of that stuff on hand just in case as like a reserve. Not a bad idea. I could even just stick another mining bay out here for like the power and just have it setting here as a backup. But for now, I don't have titanium plates, so I cannot build the conveyor belt to offload fuel. So these guys are producing. I need to get a storage set up. Do one right there. Put a conveyor on it. Now we are storing nickel. Make me some nickel plates. And now the cool thing here, I only got 17. That's not enough, but it'll get us started. Let's go. That's here. Here. As far as we can get to there. Now those nickel plates are coming out. We will connect them into this conveyor belt. And then we will make another conveyor belt to offload into the reactor. So one thing I do need to do, since I'm here, I need to rename this station so I don't get confused. If you look at the map, both of them are called starter stations. That's no bueno. You can do that here at the dock. You can rename your station. I'm going to call this the Nickel Silica Station. Stereon Station. Same thing. Okay, so this one we are going to unload fuel, and this one we are going to load nickel plates. I already have a problem. Let's take the fuel out. We're gonna have to move this. We're gonna rebuild it over here. And then we're going to build, and I don't have titanium plates. I never have titanium plates. Why would I have titanium plates? Nobody needs those. Gimme. Alright, then we're gonna build storage. Right. Here. Let's do it right there. Then we're going to do here over to here. Right. And we're going to finish this. Whoops. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Here. Over to there. Now, all those nickel plates will get loaded onto the ship. Unless they stop and I did it wrong. Bloop. 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 Now, I don't want to hook this other one up yet because it'll offload fuel off my ship. I need to go get more fuel. And I don't want to leave my ship empty. Now, you can fly your ship without any fuel in it. It just goes super slow. So it's not like critical. However, there is ice right here, and I'm going to go get some. There we go. Now, give me those plates. And let's go set this up. Alright, I'm going to put another storage right here. And that is going to be for the nickel plates. That way there's way less time for them to travel. When loading onto the ship. Okay, cool. We have to do silica still, right? So, do we have enough stuff to build the silica bay? I have 10 and 10. Let's see. Let's see. I think I do. And therefore I is. There's 10. And here is... I need 10 more hull plates. Dadgummit. Let me go get those. Alright, we can now build it. Building complete. Let's get the silica set up, at least to get a reserve being built up. Then we got a lot more stuff to do. Silica. Go get them. You know, for right this second, I'm going to need another dock. I'm going to need one for offloading fuel, and then I need one for loading nickel and silica. And if you'll notice, the shipyard technology has stopped at 33%, which either means we're out of power or I'm out of iron plates. Probably iron plates. I don't know. I don't remember if I had that all set up before I left or not. So, edit station design. I want to put another dock right here. Apply changes. Check. So, if I go back over to the main dock, I'm going to call this, rename this dock to, or unloading dock. We're going to load, I want silica. And I don't need that anymore, and I don't need these, because this stuff is going to move. Now, this dock here is going to be called fuel. We'll just call it the fuel dock. Now, that'll separate out which dock which ships land at. So there could be a ship sitting over here waiting to load all the material, but the station might be out of power, so I need to have another dock where another ship can actually drop off the fuel. Give me that. We're going to move this again. Because it's like, you know, it's what we do. Alright, now I need a storage. We'll just stuff it in the corner. We're going to put a conveyor belt here. No. Like that. And then out from here to there. Now, if we go over here and drop our stuff back in, it's all going to go over there and unload into there. So then we just set this up to unload fuel. We will unload. There we go. So now whenever their ship comes to drop off fuel, it'll come out of here, it'll go into storage, and it'll feed it over to there. Perfect. One more storage to set up right here. And we need a conveyor belt there. And this one will be already set to silica. Now this is the ship commands, right? So the ship is going to load nickel plates and silica. And I'm not going to do any silica production over here. I'm not going to convert any of it, simply due to the fact that I'm going to have that all set up at the other base. So let's come out this way with it, go this way with it. We are out. Silica is en route. I need a bunch more plates to finish this project. There we go, and there we go. And we now have production set up. We need to throw a bunch more fuel in here before we leave. Yeah, and then we can come back and build some ships at our other station. All right, tab, configure. We're going to the other station. Well, let's go. Okay, we're back at the main station. Grab what I need out of here. Okay, what the heck was I doing? Shipyard, 51%. And apparently it's back in service? Are we? Oh, because it was out of iron. Or titanium. Jesus, I'm never going to get that right. Plenty of power, though. Yep, that's full. How's that? That's full, too. Hot diggity. Okay, I need to set up... I need to put another dock right here. That's cool, though. But I'm going to put another dock out this window. We're going to move that one, probably. But this one's going to be the fuel dock. So other ships can come in here, load up on fuel, and deliver it to the other station. Savvy? Computational science. We're going to need that one, too. Let's get that. You burn the rest of that up, and then we're going to go over here and reset all the... Holy moly. Okay. So we need another research lab. We'll stick him in the corner there. We're going to need another assembly. We're going to need another storage unit right there. That is nickel or titanium plates. There we go. We are going to make hull plates. Hull plates will go back over here. into there, and into there. And now that is set up and going. Let's get another... Is that a good spot? It is a good spot. Cool. More titanium plates. And something else I can do now, I can move this stuff. So let's take this guy. We're going to go this way with it. And then we can take this output. Whoa, what are we doing? That output can go here, can go here. Feed the beast. Oh, I need to build... Before I'm done today, I need to build a shipyard. Which requires what? Let me make sure I have all the parts I need for that. Shipyards. Shipyard core. So I need to move that command. No, I don't need to move the command. I need to build another dock. But I need a shipyard too. I'll build the shipyard down here. We can always move it later. I need 10 lightweight frames, 10 hull plates, and I need another dock. Okay, 15 hull plates, 10 lightweight frames. Okay, we can now apply those changes. Building complete. Now I am parked at this dock. I need to go over here. Let's get these renamed accordingly. So this one is going to be... Well, that dock's going to move. So I need to move the ship. Go back forward. We should dock with this one. All right. Now I'm just going to call this one passenger dock so I don't... So I know that is where I park. Now I need to go back over here. Ship design. I am now docked at this one. I need to cancel this little fella. Come on. And then I'm going to plop him back down over here. And you will see why right quick. It is right here next to our power production. And I'm going to call this dock fuel dock. We are going to load. Which one do I want to load from? Right here, I think. We're going to load fuel. Load. Cool. Now we got to build conveyor out of the storage there to there. And what do you know? Just like that. Hell yeah. So now when the ship docks, it'll be able to load fuel. Twice as fast. Oh, I did not set up both of those to load fuel. Boom. Now I need to build another ship that will load fuel from here and take it to the other mining station, unload fuel, and pick up silica and nickel plates and come back over here and drop them off. So I'm going to have to build another dock. To drop off all of that stuff, which means I need to put in another computational science unlock. There you go. Check that out. Okay, so we unlock computational science, right? Which gives us a second level of science. Now, if you'll notice, like things like the containment coil require material science and computational science. So we need to be able to feed this machine electronics. So I need to get that set up. I need to get the... That requires that too. I don't have that stuff. I got to get the ship built and start getting supplies brought over here because I'm missing half the stuff I need to do this job. So that is my next goal. And I think that's probably going to have to be for the next episode. I'm going to have to leave it at this one. It's already getting kind of long. But next episode, we're going to get our ship built. and get the automation set up to deliver from one factory to the next, or from one station to the next. I do appreciate y'all watching. I will catch you on the next one. Whee! All right. Cheers.